Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about XRP and its price prediction for the near future and for later on. So looking at the price right now, we can see it's zero point 0.3 cents off the US dollar. And we can see that obviously we've had the massive crash since November. That's taken XRP's price down to about down by 71%. And even after the past few months, we've had since March we've gone down about 50, 60 here. So it's been quite volatile. It's gone quite quite a big bear market, and now the question is, will this rise again, and to what prices? So if we go back in time, back to 2021, and we can see that its all-time high, its biggest bull market, we had about a 700 to 820% increase. All right, and we can even see it had even a little burst here as well, even a bit earlier, back in November 2020, and so it's basically, and that was 180% there, but yeah, we definitely had a massive burst here with a humongous 800-700% increase. So if you look at that and you think, okay, well, when was the last time we were here? That was about now, back in that time, back in Jan 2021. So you can see that we're sort of overlinking that price. Now, another thing you got to keep in mind too is you can look at the volume. So there was huge volume back here that was pumping up the price, big buy volume. So we had there was fairly big sell volume here, but then the buyers came back, and then the big buyers came back, and then basically it sort of slowly went up and hit the price it went with the huge volume that started back here. But you can compare it back to today's volume. You can see it was much more volume back then. And so we've had relatively, when you compare our in the past year's volume, we can see we've had some bear candles here, pretty bearish. It's been pretty the price hasn't been, quite as stretchy as other coins, but it's certainly had its crash. And you can see the bears came in, and we had big sell volume here, huge sell volume, and then we had a massive sell volume right here. And now we're sort of coming up, and the price doesn't know where to go. So the question is, when we put these the moving averages on, we can see that it always comes back to the orange. The price always again touches the orange and the red line. All right, and so in the bull market, we had the green and the blue line was going up. Green and the blue line. So that's the faster moving averages, simple moving averages, the 20 and the 50, and then we have the 100 and the 200. So the 20 and the 50 were rising up faster, and it always touches, the price always again comes back and touches the orange and the red line, orange and the red line, orange and the red line. And now it's gone down. We've had a massive sell off, but the price will eventually need to touch the orange and red line again, at the very least. And then maybe, and you can see we haven't had that big volume again quite yet. So we're still waiting on it, and it's I think it'll still come because we've just had a massive sell-off. Look at this sell volume right here. That big sell volume that on May the 1st. So the sell volume was there. So the question is, when is the buy volume going to come back? Because there'll be a big buy of it. I don't know when it'll happen. Maybe it'll happen a year and a half. To get back up to these levels here when it was, you know, $1 or so. But it's certainly within, I reckon, within who knows, you know, it's because we've had this low volume here. It could be within the next month to 6 months that, you know, we could reach back at the orange and the red line. We could certainly have an 80% increase. Sometime it's going to happen. We're starting to have those. We're starting to have those buy volumes come back. The sell volumes are not as hard anymore. Notice how the sell volumes are dying out. So it could be within the next month that we could slowly start to checkerboard up again on XRP and touch the at least the orange line. So I mean, it's one to watch out for. It's certainly I'll have to keep my eye on the price for the future, and we'll see how it all goes. And yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe, like, and check out my affiliate links in the description. Have a great day. Bye.